They come off the corner, 25 laps of action. And it is the coupe, which was predominantly featured in modifieds from the 50s, the 60s, and into the early 70s, of Jakes, who leads the way till it was overtaken by the Pinto to the outside, which is Wade Gagner. And that Pinto ushered in the newer body styles. The Pinto, the Vega, the Gremlin, Monza, the Plymouth Arrows. All those styles that took over in the 70s and into the 80s. To then it began to shape the modifieds that we see run on Fridays and Saturday nights. The 00 of Ben Levangie, a former Joe Brady car, which was piloted by Ken Schrader, the late Ted Christopher. And now zooming into the third spot, the 711 replica of Bob Pulverari, a New England Auto Racing Hall of Fame member, and a man who won the last race ever at the Riverside Park Speedway back in 1999, and held off Richie Evans in a thrilling spring sizzler at the Stafford Motor Speedway, is on the move. And now we're trying to pass Gagner for the lead as they come off the corner and whirl their way down into turns 1 and 2. Side by side, they buzz their way off the corner. The two-team cars, the Mayberry number 7. And Gagner, who competes in SK Light competition at the Stafford Motor Speedway. And the 711 to the outside, with Byington right behind them. Byington, who had a commanding lead on the opening night of action in the American Vintage Modifieds, until he went splish splash on the front straightaway as that car got evil. And Levangie content to ride around right now in 5th, as he has captured quite a few of these vintage races. But it is Gagner who has the power right now, racing around the track, leading them down the backstretch with 14 to go. And we see Byington start to strut his stuff as he whirls to the outside of Jakes. And looking to swoop in and follow him is the 711. Byington barrels off the corner, closing in on Gagner, who had the lead, and we are at the halfway point of this event. Gagner the leader, strutting his stuff by about half a car length over Byington. And the 711. Levangie now begins to kick it into life as the 00 starts to move. And he's moved into 4th. And we will have 10 to go this time by. They race back to the line, and it's still Gagner. The 711 lurking down low in the battle between he and Byington, and closing in is Levangie. Byington biding his time, waiting for when it's time to make the power move. Levangie is streaked into 3rd. And we are under 8 laps to go. To the outside goes Byington. A little high. Willie trying to make the dive bomb move off the corner. Not there yet. And Gagner pulls away. His biggest lead of the night by about 2 car lengths. Wade Gagner has the spot. And they go down the backstretch and into turn 3. And Byington tries to pick up the pace. Levangie also closing in. Can he make a last-minute strike with 5 to go? And we are under 5, and Gagner's lead has lengthened. Levangie is closing in, and the 7-Eleven slips to the outside, maybe picking up 3rd. Three to go for Wade Gagner to pick up the American Vintage Modified win. He will get the twirling 2s this time by. Battle for second between the 7-Eleven and Byington. And it is Byington able to hold him off for now. White flag, one final lap around the track. And Wade Gagner leads the way. Down the backstretch and under the scoreboard for the final time. Wade Gagner will cruise off turn number 4. 10-second flags in the air. And your winner, the 7, the Mayberry. And John, let's give a little history on the number 7, as I was telling the fans. The Pintos are what kind of took over after the Coupes and Coaches in the early 70s.
Yeah, no doubt. This car was a Bob Potter car originally, and then Scott Poirier actually ran it here as a 76. I made a deal with Scott Poirier to grab the car. He said I could change it to the Mayberry graphics. I've been in racing a long time, never really been a driver in victory lane, so this is pretty exciting. I got a good crew, Wade Gagner, Glenn Gagner, Alan Sonoda, and everybody really helps me put this car together for the vintage. The 7-Eleven's a brand new car tonight. I was going to drive it. It was a little sketchy, so I let Wade Gagner wheel it tonight.
Well, you certainly wheeled the 7 to victory lane. Your first ever victory lane in the vintage cars?
That's it. This is the first one.